welcome back to my channel. She says happiness. It's pretty late. It must be about 10:30, but I just came up to plug in the new sewing machine. So if you caught my last video, I was very gloomy. I was in a state of despair and all that because I've had to finally bid farewell to my Singer quantum stylist. I'm trying not to labour on that point because I think I whinged enough in my last video. I am sad to see it go because we had a love-hate relationship. When it was good, it was very, very good, but when it was bad, it was just frustrating. So, yeah. I thought I'd get this plugged in. Intuitive, like there's nothing new there. I absolutely love it. It is a bit more basic than the machine I had before. It doesn't have hundreds and hundreds of decorative stitches, etc, etc. But to be honest, I never used them anyhow. So I've been doing something I've never done before, and I've actually just been having a wee glance in the manual. I have never done that in all my time. But because the one big difference that I have, oh, it does have stitches. There's more stitches than I thought. Nowhere near as many stitches as my quantum stylist, but there are some decorative stitches in there. But to be honest, while that was part of the reason I bought my old sewing machine, I didn't use them. So it really was not that big a deal. So, as I was saying, I never really look at instructions. But one of the things about this machine is, unlike the other, which set the tension for me automatically, this one, yeah, I need to familiarize myself with that practice again because I haven't done that since the first year I started sewing when I was on my very basic machine. So I have managed to do some sewing on my old Singer Fashion Mate. It's not great. It really is a sturdy beginner machine, perfect for beginner projects, but not for more complicated things and not really for the precision that you learn to expect as a sewist as your skills get better and your own expectations of what your finished garment should be like gets better. But what I have done this evening is sew up one little dress for Project Dress a Girl, and I've managed to get labels put on all 5 of the dresses that I have sewn up to date. So I've got 2 dresses here that are sizes 5 to 7, and I have 3 dresses that are sizes 2 to 3, but sometimes can go up to a size 4. And I do hope, now that I have a faster, sturdier machine to work off again, that I will manage to stitch up at least 5 more within the next week. I've got plenty of little labels which arrived today to sew onto them, and I got a few extra because I hope that even when the month of September is out and the Instagram challenge is done, that I'll continue to sew some more dresses for Project Dress a Girl around the world. So it doesn't stop just because the challenge stops. But I have to say, my new machine, Janome DKS100, I like it. It is lighter, it's a wee bit more compact, but it sews incredibly well. I really like it. I like the feel of it. I like the speed of it. I always sew on top speed. I like the function. I like the little screen, and I just really like the aesthetic of this wee machine. So this, I hope, will serve me well for the time to come. Pedals in there. I've got everything from the box. I haven't even opened them yet, but I have everything here. There was also a really good offer on this machine. I think this offer runs up until December, start of December, probably in preparation for Christmas buys and all of that. But it did come with a quilting accessory kit. Now, I'm not a quilter. I have no pretensions of grandeur of even trying to be a quilter. I don't have the interest in the precision in the small pieces, and it's just not for me. I admire them when other people make them, but they're not for me. But in here, there are some feet that will be useful even if I am not going to be quilting. So you've got an applique foot, which is great for tiny projects as well. There's the free motion foot, which I've never actually used on any machine I've ever owned. The walking foot, which I think is great. So there's also a 1/4" seam foot, which is good because I do sometimes do tiny little quilting projects. There's a ditch quilting foot, which I've never used, but more than that, there is the extension table, which is something I did use quite a bit on my quantum stylist, particularly when I was sewing, you know, large coat projects and stuff like that. I just really liked the extra space. So tomorrow I'm going to try and sew up a couple more little girl dresses, but I'm also going to try sewing something for myself as well. And I've tried it in woven, it sews like a dream, so I'll probably grab some jersey and stitch up something in stretch fabrics just to see how I feel about it then. But yeah, first impressions are really, really good, and it's completely dragged me out of the slump that I was in the last time I spoke to you. So this is going to be a short video. I did kind of like just come on to bring the tone of my channel back to its usual upbeat, positive tone. Yeah, you know what they say, you can't keep a good woman down, right? So progress. I'm going to be sewing again, and I look forward to being back and sharing with you all the progress that I make. But for now, take care and good night.